All right. Hello, everyone. We are back with Outer World. All right, so we have to go meet Adelaide. What's in here?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
I suppose I will. So we could just sleep there if we wanted.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
I'm told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened on the... Tell me about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics.
What?
Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
I asked you one question.
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Hey, Ren. How's it going? Apparently, fucking this guy becomes a scion, becomes a masked marauder to teach people about free market economics.
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Okay. You got your anniversary meta mount last night? Which mount is that? Is that the one where you get all the achievements on in the anniversary area? Because I need to get on and do that. I've only got the balloon mount where you ride around the balloon. Zoe's journal, page 22. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirit bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies as spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of saltuna. Could last me a couple weeks if I ration. Got some Adrenatime too. Everybody loves Adrenatime, even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of Adrenatime before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. It's easy? Good, I like to hear that. I still I have to do the, I have to get 60 of those things, but, yeah, it required me to, queue for things, and I didn't have time, so I didn't. But yeah, I gotta do Chromie's little quest as well. Use terminal. Personal files. Let's look at those. Alright, well, I need hack 15 to bypass this, so we can't do that. Experimental roads. Alright. Experimental notes. First entry. I'm hereby repurposing the botanical lab from its original conception as a gear in the soulless automation of the corporate machine. This greenhouse may look impressive, but like all Spacer's Choice products, it's cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs with my own two hands. This place shall become a nursery. Before it was abandoned, I understand the horticulturists failed to produce a single viable crop. Something about the soil being too poor. I am determined to find a way. May the eternal smile upon my endeavors. Experimental notes, last entry. Flora are living things, as sensitive to their environment as any breathing, living body. I contend that the crops in this region failed because the corporate scientists tending to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people, acting on behalf of a sterile, inhuman power. One cannot expect your crops to flush with green and reach for the sky under these conditions. The soil is sour, it's true. I don't know quite how to explain that. I am sure that scienticians will say something about biology or the carbon cycle, but I conclude after months of my own experimentation that the secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and a natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials. Just as nature intended. Okay. There you go.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
They did it. See, there's Adelaide, but I don't really want to talk to her just yet. Wait. Oh, no. Hang on, I think I know where Zoe is. Hang on. Yeah, the Chromie thing I knocked out last took you 15 minutes tops. Well, that's good to hear, because I was worried that one was going to be like really time consuming, but good to know it's not actually that bad.
What is it?
You haven't tried the raid? That's the Black Rock Depths, right? Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever have time to do that, but yeah. I've been seeing quite a few vague tweets and whatnot, posts on Reddit about how people are unhappy with the anniversary event or something. Not 100% certain why, but I didn't look too deeply into it either. Zoe's around here somewhere. Looks like... How do I... Give me a better idea. No, it just says she's in this area. Oh, there's Zoe.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Here's Zoe. Not for free.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
What's Sassray here? Sassray is not a Muzo game. It's not very effective. Oh, this is the Outer Wilds. You should something to clarify
I'm
something.
great at clarifying.
Are you? Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
Impressed. How'd you pull up?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
How did you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague. and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the Botanical Labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself.
That's a weird thing to
Instead,
want.
what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Wait, you should go back. People are worried. Intimidate 62. Wow, it takes a lot to intimidate her.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Well, that's the fun. You two are friends.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Okay, so I'm doing pretty good. I slept in today, which is a little sad. I didn't want to do that. And then on Wednesday I can't stream because they want me to go to some stupid all-employee meeting.
What is it?
I talked to Zoe about coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with something about wanting to be an in-law. An
You
outlaw.
pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Alright. P&L makes the best gear for your friends and family. Companion perks. Your companion is leveled up and been granted a new perk. Go to the companion page in your ledger and select the perk button to see available perks. Okay. Alright. Alrighty. Let's see your perk, shall we? Alright, we can get her... You get a bonus 10 engineering whenever she's in the party, which is pretty sick. But I think for now, I want her to be my meat shield, and I'm going to give her this perk and then this perk. Although... These four... Oh, I see how it works. So you can't put points below until you get to the ones above. Okay. Again, I think we're gonna have her be more tanky. Have her do that. There you go. Okay, no, I can just grab any of them if I do that. Okay, no, I see. Apparently I leveled up too. Sick. Okay. So we're going to go with... Oh, this retrofitted heavy power armor did this. Okay, so I should probably reduce that. Get a bet different suit of armor, I think. Actually, I should give this to Pavarti now that I think about it. Okay. Apply all that. Let's go to my inventory here. Do I have another one of those lighter armors on? I do have another one of those. Okay, we're gonna lose a little bit of defense here, but that's fine. I'm gonna give that to Pavarti. Because I'm gonna have her running into get murdered, then I want her to... There you go. There we go. We did it, team. Okay, so I think that's it for west in that area. Alright, what is this one? Belong tomorrow. Wait, didn't I? Okay. Fistful of digits. So we can go over here and murder this guy after. You've gained bolter pistol. Alright, hey there, what's going on?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
How are you doing, 10 gauge? You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Funny, never knew you could grow tripe in a garden. I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Looks like you made a home for yourself.
For anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
You picked a terrible place to put down roots. Why did you leave your old
It's
home?
an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
You think you might be done with streaming Heroes of the Storm for a bit? You have a hard time talking a lot and paying attention to chat while you play games, so you think it's a better it's a better off-stream game?
Reed Thompson? You here on
That could
behalf
be.
of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to town. Come back to the cannery, that's about it. Reed asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends. Something about coming back to town or losing power.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal planet.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
I'll consider it. What have you got against the town? I'm not looking to get mixed in your problems. I just want to fix my ship. Hero to you, maybe.
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
You made your point clear enough. I'll see what I can do. Almost like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Alright. What do you got against people trying to make a living? Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater? Let's do that.
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
I mean, that's no different. Anyway.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Okay, so our choices, guys, and you guys can help me make this choice, is to destroy this town by taking all their power from the geothermal plant, or we can... Hang on. Or we can divert power from Edgewater and destroy their little cannery. Now, the cannery is where the Space Corpos reside. Now, it is a better defended town than this place. I guess maybe not, though. This one's got like the natural walls around it, whereas Edgewater has the not so natural walls. But yeah, these are people who like left the corporate world because they were sick of being forced to work all the time and basically being corporate property. This is interesting. That's an enemy, a combat drone. Lovely. Orthos looks like a special mob. Want to see if I die to it? No, let's not fuck with that if we can help it. Orthos can have that camp. See, I see a mechanical combat drone. Mechanical guardian. Ooh, I wonder if my shock blasts would be good against them, actually.
Here we go. What?
Right, you're supposed to be getting threat on them. Did they lose interest in me? What happened? Well, this isn't even where I'm supposed to be going. Well, it is, but this is like... I think that's the geothermal plant. We don't want to go there just yet. We have other areas to explore first. Can I get up here? But yeah, if you're not enjoying your ability to pay attention to chat while playing Heroes of the Swarm, Heroes of the Storm, I keep wanting to say Heart of the Swarm because fucking part 2 of StarCraft 2 had that had that abbreviation before Heroes of the Storm did.
Incoming.
Alright, melee.
That's the last of them.
I forgot how to swing my melee weapon. And was that? He's smack him with my gun. Hang on. Oh. Settings, controls. I just want to know what the melee attack. Click. Quick melee is T. Oh, right. I gotta swap to my melee weapon. That's right. Okay. No, I get it now. I remember. Gotcha. Yeah, you sure if you play more, you could make. Yeah, it's also a practice thing. You're right. That I am. Oh, I am totally dead. Yep. Okay, saw that coming. Okay, so ever since I upgraded this gun, it's been worse than it was before. Like, even if I get a headshot, they just fucking... Yeah, I'm dead again. Shit. Yeah, like ever since I upgraded it to have shock damage, it just doesn't do any damage. Also, my character gets fucking killed so fast. Doesn't help that I'm not full health either. Doesn't help that Bavardi keeps walking directly in my path.
Sorry, can't do that.
It's definitely a skill issue. Yeah, ever since I upgraded the gun, it's not been upgraded. It's been like the opposite of upgraded. But I kind of just want to get rid of the mod, but I don't know how to do that. I don't think you can. Yeah, degraded. Absolutely. So, Vardy, when I wanted you to get threat on enemies, which, you know, great job on that. I actually wanted you to... I guess I'll stop this now. It might be. Um... Wait, do I have... This one might not be upgraded. Could be good to have equip it instead. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this should actually be better. I'm hoping. Like, I'll have the shock one for if I need shock damage. Okay, so where is the camp with the, Oh, this isn't even the right place either. It's like some other camp that just happened to have marauders in it. Damn it, marauders, why are you everywhere? Free sliced bread. Yay. It's a little weird that there's like so many buildings here that you just can't go into. Okay, well. How the fuck do I get over there? These people set themselves up in like the perfect little nook. Well, alright. It's definitely not where I was supposed to be. Oh right, I forgot I have the fucking the QuickTime thing I can use as well. That would make my life easier. Oh, well these marauders look like they're not doing well.
Come! Wow! Not even a scratch!
Okay. Did it. Town and country. Blade on stick. Strip blade. So Doc Mayville kind of fucking killed everything here. I'm just stealing the clothes off their backs. Okay, before we go to the geothermal plant, which is this one here, we gotta go to this one. It's a very pretty world, I gotta say. It's a little dangerously close to another planet, though. Or moon, one of the two. Oh shit, that is Orthrus. We don't really want to fuck with Orthrus. Maybe we do, I don't know. I'll decide on that later. Oh right, this is the community center. I thought I went through here already. Apparently I did not go through here.
Sure.
Good, I just sent already up on that rock. Unfortunately, I wasted all of my quick time reloading.
That's smart. Don't mess with this.
So, note to self, reload first, then use quick time. As that slows you down as well. Gotta be a body around here somewhere, yeah? No? Okay. Got a new hat. What is this new hat I got? It is helmet, asbestos, patch, low pressure. It's a light armor. This is a medium armor. Skill one. It's lockpick +1. Alright, you can probably put that. But already, here you go. You can have this. This is the community center. Oh shit, there's people just in here. Alright, that one decent. What is this clucking I'm hearing? Alright, let's hack it. Let's do it. Okay. Unfortunately, I need, I hacked it, but I need to hack 30 to hack further. Okay. Anyway. History of Emerald Vale exhibit. Synopsis. The history of Emerald Vale, once complete, will display the proud heritage of our settlement for generations to come. Decorating the main hall of our noble community center, this elaborate diorama of memorabilia of our settlement's founding will embody the hard-working spirit of our Spacers family. The centerpiece of this grand exhibit will be a taxidermized mantiqueen erected within our main lobby as a sign of civilization's victory over nature itself. Okay. Sure. Here's the Marauders really liked it. Coming soon, feast your eyes on the great frilled mantiqueen, sovereign of her nest. Inputted from Wilds of Terra 1 to thrill and excite your imagination. Okay. Canids can be found all over Emerald Vale in two distinct varieties, domesticated and feral. Feral canids hunt in packs, while domesticated canids can be loyal companions. It is important to remember that the canid is still a wild animal and should be treated with caution. There are birds in there. Kenny G. The poll just closed. 100% of people believe that David Pumpkins beats Clive from FF16. Alright, yeah. The display fashioned to resemble a pair of mighty primals required extensive field research. Let us have a moment of silence for the researchers who gave their lives in pursuit of authenticity. These monsters look like fucking something from something else, but what the hell am I thinking of? Like, I can picture them, but I don't know exactly what game they're from. If the ocean and rivers are the heart and veins of Emerald Vale, then salt tuna are highly profitable blood. These meaty flesh live in the ocean and migrate upstream during mating season. Salt tuna are semilporous, which means they perish after a single reproductive episode. That's when our trusty Space Research harvesters scoop up their corpses to be cleaned, processed, canned, and delivered straight to your dinner table. Oh. That's actually surprisingly ecological of them. Alright. Spacer's Choice. Director Pickett. Messages from L. Rosenberg, or I. Rosenberg. Up to keycards. Everyone, the keycard encoder in the library is back up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the fritz again and start shooting keycards at anyone who walks by. As a reminder, in case it does break down again, you can borrow a keycard from the director or one of the workers on the second floor office if you lose your card. Oh, that's interesting. L. Tramit to Picket F. Please stop. Director Pickett, I must lodge a complaint. Your obsession with this Mantic Queen is wasting all of our budget and holding up development on an entire exhibit. This has to stop. From Hunters and Trackers, Ltd. Get out, please stop. Hello, Mr. Pickett. This letter is to update you regarding your request for one adult Mantic Queen. As you may remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. For your approval, we deployed a team of our highly skilled hunters to kill it for you. We regret to inform you that the entire team has perished. Please expect an invoice from our office, including the cost of their graveside fees as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all equipment damaged, corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested, partially or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase a second hunting expedition at a 10% discount. I look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, Hunters and Trackers Ltd., partnered with the Wildlife Eradication Society, a wholly owned subsidiary of Universe Defense Logics. Hunters and Trackers Limited, teaching the fauna of Halcyon the cruel realities of existence. Shit, that's an expensive hunt. Ignore this one.
You're fast.
That looks like a good weapon. We just got ourselves a tremor cleaver. That's a two-handed melee though. There's 82 DPS. Not much more DPS in it. Sawed-off shotgun. Riot control armor. Alright, riot control armor, medium armor. So might be a better one I got. It's 4. It's not better one. Just looking in this room first. Kenny G is catching on. It is. You're Kenny G and the Sundown Boys. At least when you're playing with the other guys. Are you still gonna do Heroes of the Storm with the other guys occasionally? What's the enemy say? A lot of ammo in this, just laying around this community center. Ren, do you have, random ammo just sitting around in your community center? I mean, I don't.
Here we go. Here we go. That's the last of them.
So when you shoot them in various body parts, you get bonus effects like crippling, blinding. When you shoot them in the dick, they apparently are just weakened. That checks out though. Yeah, whenever I get the group together, I'll stream it for sure. Excellent. Those guys mostly play FPS. You should get them together and play Overwatch with them. Pick up plain and pure water. When you shoot them in the deck, it just weakens. It does! Okay, that's the lead. I would have you didn't. Look, man. Okay, I thought that might be it. Alright. Go upstairs. This is an offline machine. I like finding the pre-recorded messages. A lot of people don't like that in games, but I like it. Finding the notes and whatnot makes me happy. That one's also offline. There was supposed to be something up here in the director's office. Is there a door or something that I missed? It said you can get another key card in the upstairs to get into the first aid section. You gotta get the cache of medicine, and that's down in first aid. So there's supposed to be something up here we can get. Okay, Dervish Mist was not what I was thinking of, but also a Sprat up here apparently. Ah. Okay. I don't know what that was. That was Guide to Mechanical Engineering apparently. The ambient sounds in this area are concerning. I don't want to kill the Sprat because I feel like it's got like the key card or something. Nope, just a Sprat hide. Who ate my lunch? The answer to that question is him. Him ate your lunch. Alright, so maybe I can't do this without a high enough hacking. Because the thing in the back there said that there was keycards up in the director's office, but that I'm not in the director's office. What the fuck? Did the save scum to save his pickaxes. Funny thing is I didn't actually have to save scum. It ended up not being necessary. This is Director Pickett, okay. From L. Rosenberg. You can borrow a keycard from the director or one of the workers in the second floor office if you lose your card. Okay. So up in the second floor office, which is up there. We can borrow it. Yeah, I don't like killing the sprats, but yeah, so there should be something up here. At least that's what the dialogue gives us the impression of, but I don't see anyone here. Maybe I did pick it up and I can just use it to get in there. Hang on. Maybe what I picked up was the key card. I did have it. I knew it. I knew that the whole time. stun baton. Ooh. I like stun batons. Alright, so now we can give the cache of medicine to the hypochondriac, or I guess the supposed hypochondriac, or the girl who plans to use it potentially to save a whole bunch of people. I'll let you guys decide. I'll be right back. We got break.